Hi, I'm Annette and welcome to our podcast. Well guys, welcome back to another podcast. And yes, I don't have a baby here at the moment because Malia is in my face again. Figures, right? She'll move in a minute. I'll move a chair for you so you can, you go to that chair. Oh my God. Now mind me, I'm very messy today. You'll see that I've got hair all over me. I'm like literally processing a lot of mohair at the moment, getting ready for the Reborn and Baby the Reborn and Baby Creations Expo, which is on in 2 weeks. So today I thought what better than to talk about doll shows. It's actually, so this cat is like digging at everything I have here and is going to make a ruckus. But yeah, what better, because I'm actually living, breathing and sleeping the expo at the moment. So again, this is the expo I'm talking about, the Reborn and Baby Creations Expo. It's in Hornsby. It's at the Hornsby RSL, which is at 4 High Street, Hornsby, and it's on the 21st of September. So I'll just sort of pop that there for you to have a little look. It starts at 10 a.m. Doors open at 10 a.m. And there is some amazing classes that they are hosting at this expo as well. So I'm not sure if there's still time to get into any of these, but I'm sure if you contacted the organizers on their Facebook page, they would be sure to let you know. Amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's their first maiden voyage and I'm very excited for them and very excited to be a part of it. So yeah, I thought today I would just sort of chat. I mean, if you saw it in front of me right now, you would think, oh my God, how is she even working? I've got boxes in front of me and stuff there and stuff there and stuff there. The whole place, it's like I can't even look at. And this is how it's been for a couple of weeks now, and it will be for 2 more weeks. So getting ready for a doll show. I thought I might sort of reach out to many of you. I know as running the Art Dolls of Australia convention in Queensland, which is on the 7th of December, by the way, for those who want to know, that there is a lot involved in preparing a doll show as an organizer. That is one factor. I won't necessarily need to talk to you about that today because the amount of people that actually have to prepare for doll shows is probably minimum, but the amount of vendors who have to prepare is a whole nother level. And I often get people coming to me saying, oh, I'd really like to be a vendor, but I'm a little bit scared. Or what am I going to sell? I don't know if I have enough product. I don't know how to price things. And so they really sort of get in their head. Sorry, that was just someone out there. They really get in their head about not doing it. And I'm here to tell you that it's actually, getting ready is probably the hardest part. Being at the venue on the day, it just flows. It's like water. You just seem to know what to do. And being around that atmosphere, it sort of just motivates you to keep going. Obviously, as a vendor for myself, I am going as a supplier, and the suppliers are limited. Most of the people that are vendors are selling babies or accessories. But as a supplier, I have to spend weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm not joking. I started at 10 weeks before the expo preparing. And that means I have to prep things like, for instance, like I talked about before, I have to pack all the hair up. This all needs to be washed and conditioned and packeted and labeled and priced. This is a big job. This hair alone will likely make only about 4 packs, and that has probably taken me, I don't even want to, probably about 4 hours so far. So it's a big job. I have to make sure I've got kits for people, cloth bodies, paint sets ready. I need to have enough stock of everything I have. So the 10-week mark is when I sort of say, okay, what do I have and what do I need? Because that gives me time to order and have it in store, ready to package or bottle up. Many things need preparations. Not everything just gets put straight on the shelf. And then, like I said, the pricing and everything, that's a whole nother level. And when you have something like me where I might be bringing, you know, close to 200 products, it's very exhausting. And let me just tell you, at the moment, I am completely mentally exhausted. After the doll show, I am going to probably cry for a week because, well, actually that week's a very special week to me. But I will just be like completely shutting down from my usual self. So it's going to be a big release for me. But if you're wanting to come to a doll show and you're wanting to sell dolls, for instance, dolls can be very exciting. Obviously, when you're thinking about dolls, and if you're an artist, you're not starting the process of getting ready for that expo or doll show or convention. You're not starting at the 10-week mark like me. I've got like a 10-week boost, which is just like I said, eat, work, sleep, play, everything is the doll show. And that happens for that whole block time. And that's where the mental exhaustion comes in. But for an artist, you know, depending on when they decide to come, they might be prepping for that doll for a year. Yes, I'm not joking. So although their mental exhaustion won't necessarily be in that block, it'll be throughout the year. So there will be spurts for them where they're just like, oh my God, I've got to get this painting set done so I can start on hair, or what am I going to dress the baby in, or how am I going to organize it? So I don't think any vendor would arrive without having some kind of anxiety or mental anguish or anything in the lead up to it. And that's because they want such perfection for the customers, and they want to make an appearance for themselves too. They don't want to make an appearance and just be like all like stuff thrown on the table. Yet they want to really impress you, the customers, and they also want to impress the organizers as well. So there is a lot of mental prep. So one of the advice things I could give is a notebook. Notebooks, oh my God, I'm addicted to them. I probably have so many. I've had this for years, and I just sort of maybe start a little bit of writing in it from time to time. I started in this some kits I had on another time that I was going to a doll show. So, you know, the having a notebook is kind of like you're journaling and getting ready. You're making notes for what you need to do. So this is actually, that's from past shows. This here is all of the doll kits that I'm bringing to the expo in September. So I had to write them all down. For me, I had to write the size of the baby, if it's got a body, what size limbs it's got, so in case someone needs to buy the cloth body to match, I know what to pick for them. All the details. And then I had to do some research to find out what they're worth, because none of these kits were actually listed on my website. So finding out their worth, and you know, it's a big research project. So this, you know, took days to do it. And then I've made a little setup, which is all getting ready for the show. So this is things that I need to pack for the show, must have stock items. And this is things I need to take, which are imperative. Like, you know, people don't think it's not just your stock. It's also about how you need to portray or make things look. So over this side, I've got like my Aussie Reborn supplies, paper bags. I need my bags, you know, to put people's purchases in, your FPOS, your charger, your receipt rolls, my tablet, which has all my products listed on it, till make sure you get change, and then pens, scissors, tapes, a Nico pen, all of those things which can come in handy on the day. And if you don't have it, you don't have it. So you might say not be able to make up a last minute price or a last minute sign. These I definitely need as having many products. But if you've got, let's say you're only bringing a few dolls, you would probably have them all priced and ready to go beforehand. And like I said, these are all the products I have to make sure I take. Obviously, I know everything I have to take, but many of these are a reminder to tell me what products I need to have prepped and ready to go. So paint kits. I can't just pull the paint kits off the shelf. I have to make the paint kits and make sure they're all ready. So all of these things are imperative. So I definitely suggest a notebook for you. It totally prepares you and gets you ready for your event. So that's basically what I have to say about getting ready for someone like myself that has a lot of products. But getting back to if you've got babies, I've got a beautiful friend, Helen, who came to me quite some time ago, and I never really got back to her because of my busy schedule. But I completely understood what she was talking about. And one day, Helen, I will do something in relation to what you said, but I think you've got it all under control now. But she was wanting to know how to display babies once she puts them on the table. What can she use, or how can she make them look good within photographs? So some of the easiest things are preparing for the table. You don't have to overthink it. Many people think, oh my God, I need baskets, I need pillows, I need things to display, like accessories and everything around. Now, yes, they're nice, and maybe if you're going to doll shows, say, every year, you might want to prepare for a future. But if you're doing a one-off, something that's very quick that you could do is you could just go to, say, Spotlight. You could get a piece of material, probably about 3 meters, like maybe a nice velvet or something, and a big bag of polyfill. And then when you get to the doll show, you can layer the table filled with all that, say a 1 kilo polyfill, put it all over the table and spread that beautiful velvet material over the top of that. And then you can sort of be like a cat making biscuits. Just get in there and make some little nooks and crannies where you can lay a baby and, puff some up to make it look like it's coming around the baby. So it looks like a bit of a mountainscape landscape on your table, but your babies fit in all these nice little nooks and crannies. That's a really easy way to do it. Another way is you could go to Kmart and you could just get, say, they've got some beautiful well-priced baskets there. Let's say you were going to sell 6 babies, you'll get 6 baskets, and I normally put a bunch of polyfill in the bottom just to pounce it up, and then put like just a little blanket over and display your baby in it. Make sure your baby is displayed, so it looks realistic. Don't just have it sitting there like that. You need to sort of curve it and roll it like you would a newborn baby so it looks really pretty. And don't forget the accessories with that baby, like a little toy or having a bottle sit near it. They can be really, really important to make your baby look fantastic on the day. You could go to cheap shops if you've got like lots of little things like accessories, and get like little plastic containers which look nice and neat on the front of your table. And you could say, maybe you were selling dummy chains. You could maybe put them in one of those little containers, or even clip them along the front of your tablecloth just to make them look really nice. There's many ways of doing it, really cheap and not spending a lot of money. Going back to Helen, Helen was asking me how to sort of do photography with a baby, making it look really good in a situation. And, I will get to that definitely one day, Helen, but you could do the same sort of things like I was saying just then, like a basket or just a blanket over some polyfill. And, when you're narrowing in nice and close on that photo, you just sort of take a picture of the baby and not the surroundings. But that will be for another day. But anyway, I think that's it for me today, because I'm so busy getting ready for this expo and I have so many more things to complete. It is a whole big journey. So when you go to a expo, doll show, convention, make sure you're thinking about how much hard work the vendors have put in. I get, as an organizer, a lot of people saying that I put a lot of hard work into being an organizer, and us as organizers, we do put a lot of work in, but it's a year-round thing. And on the day, obviously, there is a lot of work that goes in, but sometimes the vendors get forgotten of how much work that they've put in to preparing for their table, not only for the day, but, you know, well, obviously for the day, but in the lead up to it. It is a big thing as well. So it's not just the organizers, it's each of the vendors going through a lot of mental anguish as well. And then new customers come and you see everything looking so pristine and perfect, and you wouldn't know how much brain work, how many hours, think about the millions of hours combined has gone into making that event such a success. So give them a pat on the back, give them a, oh my God, your table looks amazing. Just a bit of a shout out to make them know that all of the work they have done has not gone unnoticed. Oh, before I go, I just wanted to have a tip from one of you viewers and a friend of mine, Kate. She is getting ready to go to the expo, and she has done a fantastic idea by putting marking out like a table on the floor with like masking tape. She marked out the actual length and width of the table, and then she has just put everything within that rectangle to just make out what her display is going to look like. And it is fantastic, a fantastic idea. You don't have to have that trestle table. You just need the sizing, get the sizing right, and then you can push everything around and put things where you think you would like them to be. Take a photo at the end, and then when you get to the event on the day, you can reset it up exactly like you had it on the day. Great idea, Kate. You totally bombed that. And thank you for sharing that with everyone online, because I thought that was a really great idea. Okay, thanks again for watching, guys. And hopefully next week I'll have a little bit of something more exciting to tell you. Unless this was exciting. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, bye, guys.